They were about to quarter the alien girl, but the humans saved her. The reward: they dragged her through the mud, wrists bound behind her back, violet blood staining the cobblestones. The crowd shouted for justice. Traitor, spy, tear her apart. She was only 16, a Zarathi, one of the alien species humanity had warred with for nearly a decade. To the soldiers of Fort Halvern, she was just an enemy prisoner. But to Sergeant Dane Keller, she was something else, a reminder of what humanity was supposed to be. The captive, the girl trembled as the guards tied her limbs to the poles. Her skin shimmered faintly, bioluminescent blue, and her wide, terrified eyes darted across the faces of the jeering crowd. She didn't understand their language, but she understood fear. A young private raised a whip. The commander barked, "Quarter her at dawn. Let the beasts see what happens when their spies are caught." That was when Dane stepped forward. "Sir," he said quietly, "she's just a kid." The commander's gaze hardened. "She's an enemy. Orders stand." The choice. Dane had seen battlefields soaked in blood. He'd watched good men die for reasons that stopped making sense years ago. He thought he was numb. Until now, that night, he stood guard outside the holding cage, listening to the alien girl's trembling breath. When she spoke, her voice was fragile, melodic. "Why hate me?" she asked, broken English taught from old broadcasts. He didn't have an answer. He just looked at her, bruised, bleeding, barely breathing, and realized something. If he walked away, she would die screaming. And for the first time since the war began, Dane Keller refused an order: the escape. At midnight, he broke the lock. "Quiet," he whispered. Her glowing eyes widened. "You help?" He nodded, cutting her bindings. "I can't let them kill you." She hesitated, confused. "But I am enemy." Dane's reply came in a whisper, steady and fierce. "Maybe, but not tonight." They slipped through the back gate, the storm masking their footsteps. Alarms rang seconds too late. The floodlights swept the mud, catching only shadows and rain. By dawn, Fort Halvern had lost one prisoner and one soldier. The hunt, the next week, was hell. Patrols searched the borderlands. Drones scanned for thermal signatures. Dane and the alien girl, Lyra, as she later whispered her name, survived on roots, river water, and silence. At first, she flinched at every movement, expecting betrayal. But Dane never raised a weapon to her, not once. When she stumbled, he lifted her. When she cried in her sleep, he stood guard until morning. And when her injuries grew worse, he gave her the last of his rations without hesitation. "You'll die," she murmured weakly. He smiled faintly. "I've done worse." The reward. They reached the ruins of old Halvern City, deep in the demilitarized zone. There, the chase ended. As the patrols closed in, Lyra turned to him. "No more run," she said. "You safe." "I go." He shook his head. "Not without you." She hesitated, tears welling in her luminous eyes. "You saved me. Why?" He swallowed hard. Because someone had to remember what mercy looks like. And then the air shimmered, her skin glowing brighter than before. The light spread, forming a halo of energy around her. "Your kindness wakes the bond," she whispered. "Bond. My people's way to repay life with life. You save me. I save you." She reached out, her hands glowing. Before Dane could react, the light enveloped him. Pain burned through every nerve, then vanished. When he opened his eyes, his wounds, his scars, the years of war, all gone, his body felt renewed. Lyra smiled weakly, fading. "Now, you live long. For both." Aftermath. The patrols found only one man in the ruins, alive, unarmed, kneeling beside alien footprints that led nowhere. Dane was court-martialed, stripped of rank, exiled to the frontier colonies. But those who saw him swear he never aged another day. Sometimes, at night, when the skies shimmered with blue light, he could swear he heard her voice on the wind. "Live long. For both." And he did.